I am so excited because the Step Out TV shows are back live on T2I TV. And for those who don't know, Step Out is a series of interviews and motivational segments designed to bring the best out of you and your business. Therefore, we have the following TV programs. Our first TV program, which is our flagship program, dubbed Step Out with Oscar Bimpong, is designed to interview consultants, experts, talented people, and those doing exceptionally well in their communities. The second one is Step Out SME Focus. This is where we interview business owners and showcase their products and services. The third one is Step Out Youth Impact Zone. This is where we interview young people succeeding against all odds to serve as an inspiration to other young people. And the last one is Step Out Authors Corner. And this is where we interview authors to share what their book is about to the world. Join us every week. Like T2I TV on Facebook and subscribe to the YouTube channel. To advertise or for further information, do WhatsApp +44 759 1152 983 or +233 55 580 3924 or email info@traintoinspire.com. T2I TV, we engage, educate, enlighten, and empower.
Welcome to another exciting edition of the Step Out Youth Impact Zone. And this is where we interview young people between the ages of 12 to like 30 years who are doing exceptionally well on the continent of Africa and in diaspora. The idea behind this show is to give young people the platform for them to share knowledge, for them to inspire other young people, and for them to also talk about issues that is impacting their lives. And also, this is a continent where a lot of young people probably they have given up, and because of that, those young people that against all odds are really fighting to really succeed. They come here to share their success story. They might not be millionaires, but their stories is worth noting. Their stories is worth inspiring other young people. And this is what the Step Out Youth Impact Zone is all about. I started the Step Out Youth Impact Zone just because of one reason. Anytime I get the opportunity to speak in a conference, in a church, wherever it is, if I'm given 45 minutes, after the program, I have to spend about 2 hours speaking to young people. And I realize that young people have got a lot of issues that are not really being addressed either by the media or by the older generation. And this is why I decided that I'm creating this platform to give them a voice for them to answer their own questions, share knowledge, and also get older generation to come on board to really share knowledge that is going to inspire them to achieve their goals. And tonight is no exception. My guest is coming all the way from Accra, Ghana, and we have interviewed a lot of young people across the continent and in diaspora. But today's segment is coming to an enterprising young person from Ghana. But before I go on to my guest, I just want to mention a few of our sponsors. This program is sponsored by Train to Inspire Consultancy. That is your business training and consulting firm. They also work with students in relation to their personal development in second cycle institutions, colleges and universities. Also, ALS Global Shipping and Logistics, your trusted import and export company based in Accra. ALS says if you are stranded at the port, call them and they will sort you out. ZPay Ghana Limited, your remittance and mobile money company based in Ghana. They just launched their ZPay mobile money USSD code, which is *270#. Just dial it on your phone and register for ZPay mobile money. Then Wheels for Sure, your car leasing for every credit. Wheels for Sure says that it doesn't matter your credit history. You can walk out of the garage with a car of your choice. When you call Wheels for Sure, just quote T2Y 2020 and you are more likely to get a very good deal. Now, if you want to contact any of our sponsors, their numbers are scrolling on the screen. Take it and contact them. Now, when you contact them and you tell them you got it from T2Y TV UK, trust me, you are more likely to get a very good deal. If you also want to sponsor what we are doing, or you want to sponsor any of our programs, take the number for T2Y TV UK and contact us. Also, if you feel like, look, Oscar, you are doing a very good job, you and your team, and I want to support what you are doing, take the number for T2Y TV UK or Train to Inspire Consultancy, and we are going to work with you. We want to take this to the four corners of the world, especially on the African continent. And we cannot do it alone. We need the support of each and everyone. I always say this, that our continent is, what is happening on our continent is based on politics, entertainment, and sports to the detriment of knowledge. This platform is dedicated for knowledge. That is, we want to really be the hub, a knowledge hub for the young people and anyone that aspire to greatness, for them to join this. And for you to be part, just take the number, talk to us, and be part of history. When something is started and is very good, if you become part of it at the earlier stages, when we get to the top, we are going to go with you. Now, who is my guest for today? Now, I have been following this man for a long time on social media, and there are young people that when you get the opportunity to know them, you realize that, look, this is what gives us hope on the continent. The continent can only look bright when you see young people that, against all odds, They are fighting the battle to succeed. And who is this young man that I'm talking about? He is an award-winning financial literacy advocate. He is the founding executive director of Center for Financial Literacy Education Africa and a social entrepreneur. He is in the person of Mr. K. Asare Nyarko. Please welcome to Step Out Youth Impact Zone, and you are live on T2I TV UK.
Hello, Oscar. Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here. It's really exciting being part of this show.
Wow. How has your day been?
Yeah, my day has been good, a bit hectic, but it was a good day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Now let's go straight to business. Who is Peter Nyarko in your own words?
Okay. So Peter Kwejo Asare Nyarko is a financial literacy advocate, an educator, a social entrepreneur, someone who is passionate about financial literacy and is dedicated, committed to teaching people about financial literacy and helping them become financially literate. So basically, I'm a financial literacy advocate and educator.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why did you choose that path?
Okay. Growing up, a story my granddad shared with me reinformed my decision. Growing up, I grew up in a farming community, and I grew up in a family. The moment you start talking about money, they'll be like, keep quiet. Money was a taboo topic in my house. So I realized most people in my community were struggling with money, including my granddad, who was very successful with money. He made a lot of money, but during his old age, he was struggling with money. He was financially frustrated. And one day after school, he sat me down and started narrating his story, uh, how he was successful and now he has no money. Now he's financially frustrated and all that. So after sharing this story with me, I decided to take that story and share it with people so that they don't go through the same situation my granddad went through. I decided to be the mouthpiece for financial education, for people to plan their finances well so that they don't end up being financially frustrated and living a miserable life.
So it is your granddad that really took you on the path of this financial literacy education, right?
Yes. So in
Wow.
my first book, Journey to Financial Freedom, I wrote about the story, how I got myself into financial advocating.
Wow. And how has the journey been so far?
Tough. I would say tough. It's not easy. Trying to bring something which is foreign in this country. Most people don't see the essence of financial literacy. What is this guy doing? Be like that. They don't understand the essence of financial literacy. So it was tough. But now people are getting to realize that yes, we need financial literacy. We need to develop financial literacy skills. So now people are accepting the message. But initially it was very tough.
Wow. But I think it's all in this space of this personal development. It's now our people are getting to understand. And when people are already millionaires, being motivational or transformational speakers, being business consultants, now this is the time it's now coming to Africa. But I think gradually we're going to get there. But
Sure.
it's look like it's a very challenging space to be in. And if I say if it's not a calling, you give up.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
if it's just because of money that you really entered into this space, then you'll be frustrated. because it's more of a sacrifice initially before you even start seeing a little bit of your returns on your investment. But even that, is it enough? No. But we want to set the pace and really bring that change. Now, why do you think financial literacy has become very important among the youth?
Okay, thank you so much.
Mm.
Earning and building personal wealth and managing finances is very complicated and more important than ever. People are living longer. So people need to save more, earn more, invest more wisely to be able to take good care of themselves and their family, including their loved ones. So I believe that many of us are not aware of our financial decisions and choices. Money is not taught in school, money is not taught at home, but we end up going out there to go chase money. So I believe financial literacy is a vital skill that we need to develop. It's a vital skill that each young person needs to develop, because we need to plan for our family, we need to plan for our healthcare, we need to plan for our housing, we need to plan for our education, we need to plan for our taxes, because government will definitely take their tax. So financial literacy help you to plan all these aspects of your income. So this is the reason why financial literacy is very important, because some years to come, young people will take a lot of responsibility, and if you are not financially literate or financially sound, you get yourself into financial hot water. So this is the time for you to develop the vital skill for you to be able to manage and control your money.
So why is financial literacy very critical in life, but we are not taught in school?
This is a tough question. I have been trying to find answers to this question, but here is my perspective. The same people who made laws for the average citizen was the same person who was controlling the money. So once he enlightened you to understand money and you are able to make it yourself, you become enlightening. So they wanted to keep people in slavery. They wanted to have power. They say money is power. So if I'm teaching you to be able to make money for yourself, then I'm giving you power. So for me to keep you in slavery, for me to have dominion, for me to have power over you, I need to keep you in darkness, so that any point in time you come to me for money. So the authorities, they don't want to enlighten the people about financial literacy. They don't want them to make money. They want to keep them in poverty so that they can take decisions for them, they can dictate for them, and they can control their lives.
Wow.
So this is why financial literacy isn't taught in schools.
But I think it's quite deep what you are saying, because if they become enlightened and they become financially free, then why would they be doing a job that probably they are paid less, but they are still stuck to, because they are not financially literate? And I think I brought a guy to my show. I think this is about 7 years ago, and the guy makes some profound statement, and it still sticks with me. He made a statement that, look, the reason why entrepreneurship and all this financial literacy is not taught in school is that the government and the authorities you are talking about want to take their taxes. And if they teach you to be financially free or to be an entrepreneur, how do they make their taxes? Of course, they'll make taxes on your business, but they need a lot of people to be job seekers so that they make more money on their taxes.
Yeah.
And I think that was really a very good point that he made.
Yeah. Because and entrepreneurs pay less in taxes than employees.
Yes.
So once you know how to print your own money legally. Once you know how to print your own money legally, you won't be paying huge taxes. So it will go against the government. And so they need to keep you in darkness so that you can be looking for job and paying more in taxes.
But why is it that people don't yearn for financial literacy when they know that it's going to help them? People don't really yearn for it, isn't it?
Yes. We have been programmed to think about security first. In our part of the world, we have been programmed to think about security first. So go to school, get good grades, get a secure job. So once you have that, you are secured. But entrepreneurs are people who want freedom. Who want freedom. So they go beyond security. And for you to have freedom, freedom comes with responsibility. There's so much at stake for you to be free. So a lot of people are average with security. They just want to have security. They don't want to go beyond the normal, because going beyond the normal comes with a lot of responsibility. So they will just accept whatever comes their way and they are okay with it.
And that is the job security, isn't it?
Yes.
And I ask myself, in our generation, is there any job security anyway?
Now, no. Because your boss can fire you at any point in time. So in the quest of looking for security, they don't get the security because your job is not secured. And one thing that baffles my mind is that the job, you cannot transfer your job to your future generation.
No.
You cannot transfer your job to your child. So if you are going on retirement, you cannot say your first son should come and take your position. It's not possible.
Yes.
So I rather advise people, it's good to work for someone. There's a time a man needs to work for money. My boss, Paul Mante, will say that there's a time a man needs to work for money, and there's a time money needs to work for a man. So at a certain point in time, you have to work for someone. But once you are working for someone, work on your dream, work on something that will bring you value, something that will make you money. Money thrives on value. So once you are being valuable, you will make money.
I have got a way of saying it, and I say, the moment you die, that is the moment your pension pay dies.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, the moment you die, that is the moment your pension pay dies. And I think a lot of people should get that. You cannot leave a legacy by working for somebody. You can leave a legacy by training your children to really have the right mindset. You can have a legacy by training your children to have an entrepreneurial mindset. You can have a legacy by leaving behind a business. I always say that when you look at Hilton Hotel has started in the 18th century. Who is Paris Hilton? Because the great-great-grandfather decided to enter into hotel business.
Sure.
And she's a celebrity just because of that decision the grandfather made. So that is the kind of legacy we can leave for people, our children and our generation. So I think you are quite right that, look, this pension thing, it can be a serious scam. But because of security, we always go for it. We can all create our pension in one way or the other, but definitely people will come and argue because of this security thing you are talking about, because they believe that at a certain age, somebody should look after them. But I think we will come to pension. But in your own opinion, how does money works?
Okay. So first of all, I would say, one, money thrives on value. And two, money grows over time. So I have this profound statement from Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki is saying that it is not how much money you make, but how much money you keep, how hard it works for you, and how many generations you keep it for. It is not how much money you make, but how much you keep, how hard it works for you, and how many generations you keep it for. So you can make millions today, but if you squander that money tomorrow, you don't have a million. So money works over time. So I always say that your money must work as hard as you do. Your money must work as hard as you do. So once you put your money to work, once you use your money to create value for other people, your money is working for you. You'll be making more money. So when you look at the current richest person on earth, Elon Musk, he created value over time. And because it is now benefiting people, his net worth has increased, and now he's the richest person on earth. So money thrives on value. It works over time. It works over time. So money, saving and investing even a little, can make a huge difference over time. If you put one cedi today, tomorrow you add one cedi, you are building what over time. So I like the magic of compound interest. Compound interest. So your money works over time. Money doesn't grow on trees, just like they say it. You have to create value for your money so that your money will touch more lives, and that money will grow over time. So if you keep money will be growing for you. If you save money today, money will save you tomorrow. So money works by putting that money to work.
Wow. Because that's a very profound statement that you made, that money attracts value. And in my upcoming book, I talked about that is a mindset revolution. I talked about money and value. And I gave the example of the magnet. And you see, magnet only respond to only nails or metals.
Sure.
Now, when you put the biggest log or the biggest tree behind a magnet careless, it doesn't know it, because the magnet knows its value, and the value of the magnet is to attract only nails. Now, for you to succeed in life, you have to know what you want, because the magnet knows what it wants. That is why it doesn't attract just anything else, but only what? Only nails. So for you to really make it in the marketplace, you have to provide value. And that is the only language money understands. Money understands, only language money understands is value. That is why it is always better for you to take time to build value, to build a very good brand, and it will reach a point in time, money does not have any option than to really chase you. And this is philosophical, but very powerful. So I agree with you that money attracts value. When I started what I was doing, for so many years, nobody was even calling me to speak. Why? Because my value was very low. Now, probably people are seeing my value, and almost now and then I get a call, please, I want you to come and speak on this platform. Why? Because I have built value over time. And value does not have limitation. You can always increase your value. So the more you consistently do something, the better you become, and the more valuable you become in the marketplace. I always say that you see both that he didn't start day one from running below 10 seconds. He built value over time, and at a point in time, he dropped below 10 seconds. And that is what value does. Over time, you build some value, and money does not have any option than to chase you. Now, let's look at savings. Savings is just a traditional way of keeping money. Do you think it's still relevant today?
Yes, I would say yes. Savings is still relevant. because if you don't save money, you can't invest money.
Okay.
You always have to save money. So I developed a principle that I call the AC money principle. First, you earn the money, you save the money, then you invest the money. But the problem here is most people save to save. They save to save. They don't save to invest. But the only reason to save money is to invest it. You can either invest in yourself, invest in your education, invest in commodities, invest in any form of assets. But you should be saving money. The person who has developed the habit of saving is a master at investing. So if you have the habit of saving money, it is easy for you to invest money. But if you don't have the habit of savings, money will not be there for you to invest it. So there's this lady in Takoradi. She's doing so well. She has innovated susu box. She used kente to build susu box. It's very attractive, and it even attracts you, the person, to save more. His Abby Susu box. You can check her out on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. She's really doing well. She's encouraging the habit of savings. So if you get some of this Susu box, you can keep your money, and then before you invest, you need to plan. You need to plan your investment. You need to know the kind of investment you are going to do and all that. So once you save enough money, you know where you are going to invest your money. So you save money for, say, 3 months, then you take that amount, you invest it into something tangible, something that can create value for you. So savings is still relevant. I encourage people to save, but don't save to save. Save to invest. You need to save to invest.
No. I think you make a very powerful statement, because a lot of people save to save, isn't it? So
yes,
they feel so happy they've got $1,000 in their account, right? and I think they find it so difficult to invest that money. Why? Is it because what is the reason?
Okay, so I'll say 1, past experiences, and 2, what people are telling them, and 3, they are not aware of some of the investment vehicles in the system. So because they invested in I call it the unrealistic investment, or they took an unrealistic risk and they lost their money, they are now afraid to invest. Okay, so let me keep my money at the bank, because if I invest the money, I will not get it. So he would rather prefer to keep the money at the bank. And 2, people are saying a whole lot of things. Now, if you invest your money, you will lose your money. If you do this, you lose your money and all that. So people are afraid to invest their money. And the 3rd one is people are not aware that we still have good financial houses. We still have credible financial institutions that can make your money work for you. So these are the things that are preventing people from investing their money.
But I think this is because, look, life in itself is risk, right?
Yes.
You can wake up.
Yes.
You can wake up now. You want to just cross the street and your life is over, right? Life is full of risk. Now, people always think that it's only money, investing in money, that is only risky. Look, somebody told me about some investment portfolio, right? When I look at the investment portfolio, I was like, this sounds too good to be true. So I was like, should I invest or should not? I invested just $100, and in 17 days, I have clocked $1,000, right?
Sure.
Now, I haven't lost, but then I was ready to lose $100. You see?
Yes.
Now, when I'm telling people that, look, this thing, it can be risky, but I have made returns. Now,
Yes.
those people I told that do not invest, they are still where they are. Probably I could have also lost money. But this is the case. If you did not, what next? I made it. So I think we have to really understand how we manage risk and how we go out and really sometimes risk it, because risk is surrounding us in even coronavirus now is risk. Going out today, air you breathe can kill you.
Very risky, very risky.
Why is investment to be so risky to you when there is something out there that can even kill you? Because if I lose my investment, I still have my life. But with coronavirus, you don't even have your life.
Yes, even that lady you are chasing is risky. That guy you are visiting is risky. So everything in life comes with risk. And with investment, there are some investments. When you are investing, you should be in a position where you can afford to lose your money. There are certain investments. You know that, oh, this money, if I lose it, I'm okay. So this high risk investment, you only invest in those investments if you have gotten to a place where you have built a strong foundation. Now you know that, oh, this money, even if I lose it, still my financial foundation is strong. So I always advise young people to assess where they are financially before they invest into certain investments. So, for example, if all you have in your account is, let's say, 50,000 Ghana cedis, and you are taking 50,000 to invest in a risky investment, once you lose that money, you are back to zero. But you can say that, okay, 50,000 cedis, let me maintain 30,000 and let me use 20,000 to try this investment. Even if it doesn't go well, I can still fall back to the 30,000 and rebuild. Yes, so there are certain investments that you need to assess the risks and don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly. But let me ask you, why do we find it so easy to spend money and not how to make money?
Yes, so this comes back to our upbringing, the environment we find ourselves in, and social status. So growing up, your parents does not save money, they does not encourage you to save money, to invest money. All they do is they spend money. So it is something that you grew up with. I have a friend, when he was growing up, his father was very strict. His father would tell him save money. Now it has become his habit. He saves money every time. But for most Ghanaians at home, our parents did not taught us how to save money, so it has become our habit. And to our environment and the social status. Now most people want to impress, so most people spend money to impress people. Your friend is changing clothing every now and then, so you also want to change. Your friend is holding an iPhone, so you also want to hold an iPhone. So the social status is making people to spend money instead of saving money. So people spend to impress instead of spending to invest.
Wow.
I always tell young people to spend money, but spend to invest. There are programs I paid 300 Ghana cedis just to attend those programs because I'm investing in myself. But someone will not do it. he will take that 300 cedis, use it to buy something that will not last long.
Or they will go for a musical concert, yeah? Yeah, they are ready to pay 300 Ghana cedis for a musical concert.
Yes.
Go for a conference that they are even charging 100 Ghana cedis.
They will not go.
They will not go.
They will rather go and look at Shatawale.
I didn't even want to mention names.
Shatawale is the most popular artist in Ghana now, so they would rather prefer to go and watch Shatawale than go and sit down listening to Senior Oscar.
They will not.
So that their life will be transformed.
No.
They will not do that.
No.
So the social status is really preventing people from saving money.
So does it mean that we are accustomed to buying liabilities instead of assets? And how damaging is that?
Yes. So most people are taking on liabilities instead of taking on assets. They spend on liabilities, things that will take even more money from their pocket. You are buying an iPhone. Your iPhone, all you do with your iPhone is to take selfies. But a business person will buy an iPhone, keep his document, use the iPhone for business. So at the end of the month, he has been able to use the iPhone to make some money. But you, at the end of the month, the iPhone is rather taking money out of your pocket. You are buying data now and then. And so young people are spending. It will be good if they can spend on assets. If they can spend on things that will bring in more money. But they are rather spending on things that will take even more money out of their pocket. And that is serious. Once you start doing this, you are digging yourself into a financial hot water. I call it financial hot water. There will come a time you will be frustrated. You will not know what to do because your expenses has catch up with your income, and that is where most people are facing depression, mental health, and all that. It's serious. Financial matters is really serious. If you don't get it right, it can mess up your entire life. So we need to focus on building assets, things that will make us more money, rather than taking on liabilities, things that will take on money from our pocket. Yes.
Wow. If you are watching us, we want to encourage you to share this for somebody to have an opportunity to really join this discussion. You might be somebody's savior. And trust me, this is what we bring to you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 8 p.m. GMT. Trust me, this is a platform that if today is your first time here, you need to keep coming back, because trust me, the kind of discussions that we bring to you, they are powerful discussions that have got the capacity to change your mindset, change the narrative in your life, and cause you to believe. Many of you have given up in life just because you don't have such empowerment discussions like this that can change your life and that can cause you. Look, I'm so blessed because even this discussion, I've got people that sent me messages and it's like, Oscar, this particular discussion, I watched it on YouTube, and trust me, it really changed everything about my perspective in life. And for us to grow this platform, you also need to do your token of support. Like this page, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, share this for somebody to have the opportunity to. I know when it comes to comedy and entertainment, we find it so easy to share. But when it comes to discussions like this, the thumb is too far away from the share button. And let's try to support platforms like this, because we want to change the narrative in Africa. We cannot do it alone, but we can do it with your support. Now, let me come to debt. with all that we have discussed in terms of liabilities can easily take us into debt.
Sure.
And you see a lot of young people buying liabilities with huge sums of money. I see a lot of young people that use loan to buy a car. And that is a serious liability. So what are the advantages of debt and what are the damaging factors when it comes to debt?
Okay. So when it comes to debt, debt comes in two forms. So we have good debt and bad debt. Good debt, you take on the debt and you use it to build assets. So the assets makes you the money, and then the asset pays that money. But with bad debt, you take on the debt, you use it to buy liabilities. That means you are incurring more debt. So for you to be able to pay that debt, you have to go for another debt to be able to pay for that debt. So you are putting yourself at a tight corner. So I always say that when you are taking on debt, when you are going for a loan, make sure the thing you are going to use that money for is going to bring in more money, can pay for itself. Can pay for itself. It shouldn't be something you have to take money from somewhere else to pay. So debts, they are good debts, they are bad debts. So once you're able to identify the two, once you're able to know that this thing that I want to do, if I go for loan, and you have to do the math. You have to do the math. That's why accounting is very important. So for instance, if you are going for a loan, if you want to do something and you are taking on a debt, you can see me, we will sit down, we will assess it, do the math before you take on that initiative. Because if you don't get it right, it can cost you. And it makes it difficult to attain financial independence and financial freedom. If you keep on taking on debt, you go for loan, you go for another loan to pay it. I know someone who went for a loan from a bank, and when they were chasing him, he went to another bank, went for another loan, and then used it to pay for this one. If you do that, you put yourself at a tight corner. You put yourself in financial, what I call the financial hot water, and it is really not good. So we need to assess what we are using the debt for. Is it a good debt or is it a bad debt? Is it something that can pay for itself, or is it something that we need to look for money somewhere to pay? If it can pay for itself, fair enough. But if it cannot pay for itself, my advice is don't even go for it. Yes.
But why is it that we find it so easy to go for a loan to buy a car, but we find it so easy to go for a loan to even start a business? Why?
Okay, so my little research has taught me that with a car, if you are able to get a good driver, you are able to pay your loan on time. But with business, it is not advisable to take a loan for a business. You only take a loan if you want to expand the business. So you have to do personal savings, target savings to start a business. So once you start the business, and even some banks, if they don't see the progress of your business, they will not give you the loan. So if you are starting a business, you have to save some money to start a business, or you can try angel investors. You can use crowdfunding and all that to raise some money to start your business. But for loan is for expanding your business. If you want to expand your business, then you go in for a loan. But with a car, every day it's a daily sales something, so people are able to pay their.
I'm even talking about a private car. People
That one, that one is serious. That one is serious. Taking a loan,
a lot of people take loan to buy private cars. Yeah.
that is
I've
serious.
seen a lot of people that the cars they are driving, they took loan to buy the car.
Wow, that's serious.
Mm.
That's serious. And now you have to put yourself, you are putting yourself on pressure and to be able to get money to pay that.
Mm.
So most people, the moment their salary hits their account, it is automated. It goes back to wherever they took the money from, and their lives becomes hard. They're always hard up. They're always broke, and it's not a good thing.
Mm.
So for personal car, taking loan to buy a personal car
Mm.
is not advisable.
Mm.
If you're able to, if you have built a business,
Mm.
I call it a money making machine, something that is giving you money. I know that, oh, with this business, if I take the loan and buy this car, this business can handle my loan for me.
Mm.
So any money that you make from a particular business goes into your loan payment. That is fair enough.
Mm.
But if you are living on one source of income and you are using that to buy a loan, it makes it difficult. It makes your life difficult.
Wow.
And it is not advisable. If you want to achieve financial independence and financial freedom, if you want to build a strong financial foundation, it is not advisable to do that.
Now, how much money do I have to save?
How much money do you have to save?
Mm-hmm.
You decide. You decide. I always say the amount of money you need in your retirement account is personal.
Mm-hmm.
Someone might be looking for 4-figure income.
Mm-hmm.
Someone might be looking for 5, 6, 7,
Mm-hmm.
and a whole lot. So your financial freedom number depends on you.
Mm.
But what you need to know is you have to know your financial freedom number. You have to decide that, okay, at the age of 40, I want to retire at the age of 40, and this is the amount of money I need in my account.
Mm-hmm.
So that becomes your financial freedom number. If I'm able to hit this number, I'll be able to live my life without stress. I'll be able to live my life on my own terms. I'll be able to go wherever I want to go. I'll be able to travel around the world. So I need this amount of money in my retirement fund. So the moment I hit that number, I am retiring. Retirement does not mean you are going to sit down.
Mm-hmm.
Your money must work as hard as you were working. So now you have relaxed a bit. You don't put much pressure on yourself to make the money, to grind every day. Now your money is doing the work for you. So your money keep regenerating itself, keep multiplying itself. So amount of money you need depend on each individual person. For me, I might want to overtake Elon Musk, but for someone, 100,000 Ghana cedis in his or her account is okay for him or her. So it's personal. Financial freedom number is personal.
I think I agree with you, because you see, some people, if they buy a motorcycle, that is the end. They don't need a car, that is enough. They have achieved their goal. So It looks like it depends on the limitation you place on yourself and what you see to be comfortable. So, but I always say that if you have got that mindset that I want something small for me and my family, it means that the vision is too small.
Sure.
You see, somebody told me, so how much money do I need? I said, I want to make the money where in a day I can take all the children that are selling under traffic light on the streets of Accra and put them in an entrepreneurship center, give them skills, give them tools, set them up. That is the kind of money I need.
Powerful.
And that kind of money, I don't need small money.
Sure. And if you are setting your financial freedom number, you need to take into consideration your family, your loved ones, and the less privileged. So you don't set your financial freedom number based on you. You have to take into consideration all these people before you set your financial freedom number. Because your breakthrough is an elevation for an entire generation. Once you break through, someone else will break through. People are praying that make it so that you can support them. So you need to set the number based on what you see around you, the people around you, the amount of impact you want to make in life. So I read just yesterday, I read that Elon Musk wants to donate half of his wealth to change the world, and that is powerful. That is powerful. So if you are setting your financial freedom number, you need to take all these things into consideration.
For me, I always say too much money is not bad. It depends on what you do with it. You know, some people don't even have a vision of what they are going to do with their money. But if you have got a vision, then it means that there is nothing like too much money. You know, so
there's two problems with money. Not enough money and too much money.
Yes.
I always prefer too much money.
Yes, of course. Of course. Of course. Why do you have to go? Why do you have to go for less when there can be more? You know.
Sure.
So yeah. So now let's try and bring this to close. Now retirement.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
How can somebody really make sure that they have a very good retirement? Because you see, the problem is a lot of people depend solely on the retirement of the government gives them.
Sure.
And for me, I remember the first time I traveled, I came back to Ghana in about 7 years' time. I came and I was asking my dad, so where is this your friend? He said he's dead. Why is this your friend? He says he's dead. About 7 out of 10 were dead. And I asked him, why? What's going on? You know the answer my dad gave me? He says the problem is when you are using your pension pay to look after your children in secondary school whilst in pension.
It's serious.
And that was really powerful. And my father gave me an example. My father has written 13 books. And that is what he's surviving on during pension.
Sure.
Right? So he wasn't dependent on his pension. He was rather dependent on what? The vision that he has built for himself.
Yes.
So what is the best way for you to really have that good life when that pension age comes?
Okay. So it revolves around the basic principles to smart money management. So first of all, you need to get organized. You need to get organized. You need to get organized with your paperwork, your net worth, your cash flow. So you need to know how much you are worth, how much money comes to you and goes from you. And then you need to have specific goals in life. Set financial goals for yourself. Most of us have financial dreams. We have financial dreams, but there's a huge difference between a financial goal and a financial dream. A financial dream is more like fantasies, something you go for. Oh, we all want to be billionaires. We all want to own cars. We all want to build mansions. That is a fantasy. That is a dream. But financial goal is something you have planned for and something you are taking action towards. So you need to be specific. You need to be measurable. So you need to set smart financial goals. Specific, measurable, realistic, time range. You need to give yourself time. Okay, in 5 years' time, I want to do this. So once you do that, you put yourself on a path to financial success. You put yourself on a path to a good life. And you need to plan for your retirement as well, financial independence. So I tell young people are saying retirement is over 40 years from now. So they don't want to think about retirement. But you have to start thinking about financial independence. Financial independence, not depending on anyone. So once you reach financial independence, now you will get surplus amount and you channel that amount into your retirement fund. So young people must strive for financial independence. You need to know insurance. You need to understand insurance. You need to insure your life. You need to understand taxes and plan your taxes. You need to plan your housing, estate. Most people have been renting all their life, but you need to plan that in 5 years' time, I want to own my own house. All these things must be taken into consideration. And once you do this, you put yourself on the path to financial success. You put yourself on the path for a good life. So it revolves around making smart financial choices and decisions. And you don't need to depend on Social Security. I always tell people, Social Security cannot take care of you after retirement. I have seen people, they thought Social Security will look after them after retirement. Few years after retirement, my granddad was an example. 2 years after retirement, he find himself in financial hot water. Social Security cannot take care of you. You need to set goals, have your personal retirement account, have insurance policies, something that will protect you, your wealth, so that after retirement you can live a good life. You can travel to Dubai just to have fun and come back. Yes.
Instead of always praying for more money when you have the time to make more money. Yes. Wow. Look, now when it comes to finance, in brief, what should people do?
I would say 1, spend less than you earn, or earn more than you spend. That's the basic rule. Spend less than you earn, or earn more than you spend, and save to invest the difference. Make sure you are earning money. Make sure you are saving money, and make sure you are investing money. Once you apply these principles, you will be living a financially stress-free life. Master your money. Take control by your finances. For most people, their money controls them. Their money tells them what to do. But I want us to get to a point where we tell our money what we want to do with the money, where we want our money to go. 2 people, if you give them 50,000 Ghana cedis right now, one person will come back with a liability. The other person will build an asset where the money will keep on multiplying.
Exactly.
So our choices, our decisions,
Yes.
we have to focus on building assets. We have to spend more than we earn. We have to save to invest.
Wow. Because I really like the last example that you gave, giving 2 people 50,000. So in my mindset revolution book, I gave 2 examples, the art of poverty. And I said there was a rich man that gave 2 people loans. And one used their money to buy a car, a private car, and the other used the money to buy a commercial car. Now, what happened to the one that bought a private car? He had to really pay the money out of his pocket, and there was other liabilities of fuel, maintenance, tax, and a whole lot of things on the car. Now, the person that bought the commercial car was paying the fuel, the tax, and everything out of the money he was making. Now, one was working, one was driving a car. But over time, the one that was working had too much money to even buy more cars for commercial and buy even a private car. Whilst that's the other one's one car even degenerated, and at a point in time he didn't have car. So it's all these dynamics. It's a kind of financial education. Some of us we didn't have this opportunity initially when we were starting life, and over time we got this knowledge over time, and this is why we are making amends quickly. So if you're a young person that is watching us, this is a very great opportunity. Trust me, if you are watching us and you haven't shared this interview, trust me, it means that you are doing a disservice to somebody. Share this with your children. Share this discussion with your family. Even the older generation, some of them need this kind of discussion, because some of them will say life a bit young.
But it is never too early or too late.
Exactly.
It's never too early or too late.
Exactly. Wow. So I've got some few comments here. Let me read the comments and we'll bring this to a close. I've got Priscilla Abbey saying, I think most Ghanaians don't invest their money because they lack the financial education. The Ghanaian youth these days don't even know what investment is. Do you agree?
Sure. So the awareness. My team and I are embarking on improving financial awareness and financial literacy movement in Ghana, and we will launch this movement in March, ending of March. It is a movement that is going to make sure we touch every person twice in a year. Every household in Ghana, we are going to touch them twice in a year with personal finance contents. So we want everyone to come on board so that we can make this a household activity. So the awareness is not there. Financial awareness is very low in Ghana, and we need to create that massive awareness so that individual will get access to good financial resources.
Wow. And I've got Danny Flacco says, and what work are they doing before taking a loan to buy a personal car? Trust me, there's a lot of people in the system that the work they are doing, they've got access to loans and they use it to buy private cars. Ivan Samandro says, nice job. Then I've got Danny Flacco say, powerful discussion. And Rocklin, Esel says, sure. Priscilla says, risky indeed. David Asana says, great discussion. God bless you all. Teresa Moore says, job can be unstable and non-transferable. She also says, sure comes with a price. Then I have got Priscilla saying, nice topic. Then Nyarko Wakwe says, good one there, Peter K. Asare Nyarko. Then I've got Real Nana Scary says, great Peter. Look, there's so much comments here, but I will just leave it here. And before we go, I just want to mention a few of our sponsors. And this program is sponsored by Train to Inspire Consultancy. That is your business training and consulting firm. And also they work with students in relation to their personal development in second cycle institutions, colleges, and universities. ZPay Ghana Limited, your remittance and mobile money company based in Ghana. ZPay just launched their ZPay mobile money USSD code, and that is *270#. Just dial it on your phone and register for ZPay mobile money. Then Wheels for Sure, your car leasing for every credit. Wheels for Sure says it doesn't matter your credit history. You can drive out of the garage with a car of your choice. When you call Wheels for Sure, code T2I 2020. Wheels for Sure is based in the United Kingdom. Now, during COVID-19, if you are afraid to take public transport, but you don't have a means to buy a car of your own, you don't have a very good credit, talk to Wheels for Sure, and they are going to make sure that you drive out of the garage with a car of your choice. They are saying they are not going to punish you like the system, but they are going to put a smile on your face. When you call them, quote T2I 2020, and you are going to get a very, very good deal. Also, ALS Global Shipping and Logistics, your trusted import and export company based in Accra. ALS says when you are stranded at the port, call them and they will sort you out. If you want to contact any of our sponsors, their contact details are scrolling on the screen. If you want to sponsor any of our programs, take the number for T2I TV UK or Train to Inspire Consultancy. Also, if you want to support what we are doing, also take the same numbers, talk to us, and let's see how we can work together. Now, Peter, I've really enjoyed this discussion, and thanks very much for coming on the show.
Okay, sure. So before I go, let me acknowledge my best friend again, Priscilla. So I want you to follow her on social media, Abi Susu Box. She's really doing well, and you will like the product she's producing. And I want to put it across that the improving financial awareness and financial literacy movement is on the move in Ghana, and we need support. So let's all get involved so that we can touch every household at least twice in a year. I'm really happy to do this with you, and I really enjoy the program you are doing. It's really transforming lives, and you are inspiration for we the young ones coming up. Sometimes when you feel like giving up, you just have to look up to you and be like, Charlie, it will work.
Exactly.
Yeah, so wow. I really appreciate your effort and the things you are doing for young people across the group.
Wow. Thank you very much. And I'm really blessed to have the opportunity to speak to people like you who, against all odds, are changing the narrative. A lot of young people have given up because they think there are not much opportunities in there for us. But trust me, Africa is the best place for you to start anything in life. You can argue with me, but I have got one answer for you. Nobody buys problems. Everybody buys solutions. Now, if Africa is a continent full of problems, then it means that when we find solution to those problems, there is a market for us. So instead of complaining about problems, start thinking solutions. And that is the only way you can start changing your life. Don't start from the top. Start from the bottom. Get all the experiences while you climb that ladder. And when you get to the top, you become an asset because you know the in and out of your industry. Start from somewhere. You don't need to wear a coat to make money. I always say that footballers dirty themselves to make money. It is not every time you have to wear a coat. To be honest, those that probably are even wearing coats sometimes are broke. Those on the street that are doing the real business in that small corner are probably making more money. So if you are a graduate, go out there and start something on your own. With consistency, perseverance, you will make it. I always said it, that if you are part of the Unemployment Association of Ghana, there is no way you have the motivation to go and look for a job. Because you always like to be in that situation for you to be relevant. So it depends on the people you surround yourself with. Surround yourself with the people that against all odds, they are making progress. If all your friends are broke and they are 5, you are likely to be the 6th one. But if all your friends are not broke, but they don't have much, you are more likely to be the next one. And as you progress, all of you do well. God richly bless everybody that wasted their time to watch us. I want you to share this for somebody to have the opportunity to watch this. On Saturday, I am interviewing a man all the way from the United States. This is a man of an older generation, but he's going to talk to us about his business journey. The man has got an amazing business journey. Trust me, you can't afford to miss it on Saturday. It is going to be an amazing, amazing discussion. And on Thursday, I've got also a young man all the way from Canada. The man that is really cooking to make six-figure income. You can't afford to miss that one too on Thursday. The man is using his passion, but he's changing the narrative. This is the kind of discussion we bring to you every week. If you are down in life and you think there is nothing impossible for you, you have to be on this platform 3 times a week and you'll get motivated. God richly bless everybody, and God bless you, Peter Nyarko, for your time, and hope to see you at that time.
Sure.
All right.
Thank you.
God bless everyone. See you soon.